I think the ability to engage in the free flow of information, it's not only critical for citizens to engage responsibly in their society. Obviously, the media is a tremendous check on any system of power within that society. So it's often the primary watchdog that exists within a country, and that's why it's so important not only for democracy to exist, but for democracy to continue to be strong. And so one of the things, for instance, that we get concerned about when we start seeing declines in press freedom is that shortly thereafter we tend to see declines in the overall state of freedom in a country. And so even though the advance of press freedom has followed overall freedom, it's gotten better since we first started doing our survey more than 2 decades ago. Nonetheless, what we've seen over the past several years has been, first of all, a stall, and then and even, frankly, backsliding in a number of places where we didn't expect it, even in countries that are overall ranked free by Freedom House. So you see countries, for instance, in Latin America that had had gotten greater levels of press freedom starting in the 1980s. You saw that starting to decline again over the past decade. And so countries like Brazil, for instance, who had been free before, have now slid back into the partly free category. That's a concern for us. Countries like Russia, for instance, which had only achieved the highest ranking of partly free, according to our scores, in the early 1990s, shortly after the breakup of the Soviet Union. In 1993, we actually downgraded to not free. A year later, the overall freedom ranking in Russia dropped to not free.